I sorry for belated. Na,
No,
my
no, no problem.
stress long. I have
Yes, ma'am.
no idea about the time when I was. Uh, I indulge in totally in the conversation. Sorry. Okay.
No problem, ma'am.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm fine. I'm fit and fine. About you, ma'am?
Also, I am fine. And what's going on nowadays?
Nowadays, it's going a little busy. And
Oh,
yes,
what made you busy?
actually, nowadays I'm studying for my next means for coming examinations. So
How is
that's
your
why
studying going on?
it's going on good, ma'am.
Okay. And you have any different subject in your diploma?
No, no, it's engineering same subject like a five. Um, Now I cannot recall, but now I am doing pursuing my BTech after 4 years, because I already mentioned
Yes, yes.
I had been working for 4 years in MNC company. Then after I choose this field to, okay, now I have to pursue my higher higher degree, and
Yes,
that's
yes,
why.
yes. And have you any topic in your mind? Do you want to?
Mm,
Now you are preparing for exams. Shall we discuss our exam system?
okay,
It's
okay, ma'am.
free or not?
Okay.
Okay. What's your opinion? Exam should be conducted or not? Can we na?
Uh, Definitely, it will be. I mean, it will have to conducted this. Different kind of examinations like a semester I and internals and mock test. Because if we are not preparing for that, if we are not giving our um, any examination, then how I know how the students know uh, what means what they are studying or what they are doing in their future, that is growth or not, that is beneficial for their future or not. Because suppose if I am one subject if I take one subject, and that that subject I do means that subject topic or content I don't know in a proper way, and then how I could manage for our next examinations, because examination is a essential role in every student life, and that shows like a where you have a proficiency and like the results. If if you are preparing for that examination, and you are like a you you have uh, you have make effort or not that thing. Because if we are not conducting any examinations process, then it will be very it will be difficulty for identify our students.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, Manisha, but na, in my opinion, we should change our examination system. It should be not like that in the written. No, we are writing long question answer type. Sometime the examiners behavior bias. No, sometimes they don't like the good ideas. Sometimes no, it should be changed according to me. We can conduct the MCQs examination, multiple choice. So it's having a correct answer. It's a
But
not a
it is
bias.
essential. It is an essential whatever you are telling. But I think it is a necessary also. It's a like a big topic, like a big topic, and you are if we are not exploring the things, then how we know about the knowledge? If we are not if we are not verifying that things, if we are not getting that things, then how we know in our futures? It should be required. It should be required. And if you are going to interview, then they will not ask MCQ answers, and they are not conducting like a select the choosing the answers. means answer paper, but they are asking to like a more and more questions, like a what is the process, and how are we are doing this process, and when it happened, and what is why it is required. Then if we are going to depth, means if you are going to depth in that subject, then we identify that subject, and we can know, we can answer it easily.
Yes, and according to my Manisha, na, we should take examination every month. If we have completed 4 chapter, 2 chapter, 3 chapter, so we conducted exam every month. Now in Rajasthan, you don't know the your state, but in Rajasthan, there is the only na two main exam, half yearly exam and annual exam. So it's
Yes, yes,
according to my opinion, it's not good. We are conducting, we should conduct the exam in every month, and so that's why in the short term of exam, we
yes,
can
yes,
take easily. It's easy for the student and also the easy to check the teacher.
yes, yes. Yes, ma'am. Definitely, it should be like a. It must be conducted the cycle test monthly. But actually, I am also preparing for that, because in this month, it has to be written, and I can say in my opinion it must, because if you're giving to a final, means if you're giving to that final exam, then that is very hectic and very pressurized for students, many students. If you are taking the half like a cycle test, and first cycle test, second cycle test, then student get their, I mean, get easy to way to understand, and they are preparing very well for that cycle one. Because the cycle, when we are conducting cycle one or cycle test, the time it comes to related the our semester. It's a final examination. We can relate that final examination, that answers like that questions be related in a cycle one and cycle. And that time the student will focus more, means already they have they have catch, and they have read in that subject, and that time they can easily crack the examinations, or they can easily give the another give to another subject. And they are not
Yes,
and they are at the time they are not performing means they are not that time they don't have to give a hard work and effortless. Because in
yes,
a
yes,
final
yes.
examinations, when it's coming like a students, most of the students, they are getting very suffered, and they are hectic, and the time they know don't realize to, okay, this month my examinations coming in, and what subject I have to prepare, and which subject I have to go through that content. And that time are very confused for that.
Yes, yes. We should change our some system. We should improve our system day by day. We are usually doing same thing last 20 years, more than 20 years. So nowadays, according to the capability of the student and teacher, we should change something
Yes,
in
yes.
our exam system and also our syllabus.
Sleepers,
Now, if
yes,
we
ma'am.
talk about our syllabus for the childrens, I think it's a very lengthy things. We
Yes,
should
yes,
can some part of we can remove easily. That is not necessary. And nowadays also in the private sector, they are and try to fix different subject that is also not necessary, just like the GK computer. The computer is as a, you can teach as a choice. Every child is not learn and capable to learn the computer. It may
yes,
be
yes,
have interest he or she in the humanities subject. So I also want to say you, we have a lot of choice. We can choose subject. Subject is not forced by the our syllabus and our
yes,
curriculum.
yes.
It's also in my opinion, we give to free hand to our student. If they want to study science and math, you can, you have to give some freedom. And if they don't want any interest in mathematics and science, so we should not force them. Now in India, for the 10th standard, I think we forced you have to learn all subjects, but all students are not capable. Some students are feel difficulty in mathematics, some students feel in the science, some students feel difficulty also in Hindi and social studies also.
Yes, yes,
Some students feel difficulty third language. In Rajasthan, we have to learn three languages up to the 10th standard. Hindi or English compulsory, and we have to choose the third language. Some people choose Punjabi, some Urdu, some Sindhi, some also Sanskrit also. So it's not a force there. We have no required to the three language. It's a burden for the children. If the child wants to learn, he can take as a subject and also he can learn. But it is not forced by. So it should be changed in our syllabus and also our exam system. Some students have a good knowledge, but if the terms of writing, nowadays the students are very smart, they are using smartphones, so their mind is so smart, but they can't express because the little children have not much experience to writing.
yes,
And our exams is some system forced to write. You have to write, so it's not good for their mental health. You know, sometimes they can't express in the writing way, they can orally express. And also if we are taking any decision, it's no need to writing. you know what is the real meaning of education? The student capable to the take right decision and also
yes,
adjust the circumstances, adopt to the you can say the situation. So it's a no need to much of writing. you know So that's why I am saying we should change our exam system, or definitely we should change.
yes, yes. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I mean, definitely, whatever you're telling, it should be because yes, in the subjects, because these subjects, they are the most of students, they are not catching in that. They are they are taking pressurized for in the next subject, means that they don't have a choose to select that, okay, this subject math, because some students they like to math, okay, and but they have interest, but other students they don't have interest about that language, means in mathematics. And
Yes,
like a science, other students like to science, they know very well, that's why they want to feel that fit only, they want to go in a science. Okay. And yes, in a subject wise I can say we have to give other curriculum activities, and students or childrens, they can growth in their future, and they can expand their thoughts and their expressive, and th- they can they can more expressive way in
yes.
different field.
Just
And yes,
for example, just if we forced a child to read the math, in the
yes,
math that is not the simple no calculation. If we
yes,
are
yes,
giving the general knowledge of the mathematics, so we should give the now capable them to the in simple calculation. We are teaching him or her the algebra x y z. So the no what is the cylindrical, what is the rectangle, so these kind of things not for her or his. Why
yes,
are you teaching us? If we want to give the simple mathematics, that is the necessary for day to day life. If a person doing any calculation, so it's easy. We make them understand the table, we make them the calculation, add, subtract, multiplication, divide. It's necessary for a person, but the algebra is not necessary for every person. It's not a
yes,
no nothing to do with the daily life. So
Yes.
why are including in this syllabus these kind of things? If any a person have interest, so he definitely choose as a subject math, and he or she go for further study. No. And if a person feel burden as a mathematics, so we should make them only easy calculation that is using in day to day life.
Yes, yes. First, we have to check student are interesting that subject or not. First, we have to identify if he or she have interested, then definitely we should provide for mathematics. If they don't have interest, then we have to ask their parents. They have to ask. Shouldn't burden from their children's, and it's they shouldn't like a compulsion. It's a like
Yes,
a
yes,
it's a most of students like a it's a due to compulsion they are doing. Okay, my father and my mothers, they are telling and they're forcing to me, okay, these subjects you have to do because you're I mean so fourth or sixth standard. It is a it should you should prepare for that for your examination. But we have to see, like we have to see our children's what they are interested, what they means what they are interested, and what we have to give, and it beneficial for their futures. Because if he or she want to go to a different field, like apart from like a it's a they want to become a cricketer, they want to become a badminton player or singer, that that facility we have to give, we have to provide our children's. And then definitely the students or I mean the children's also more they're giving a more interest for this kind of thing.